Hey guys, thanks for joining me on my journey of joy, grief, and authenticity. And I was thinking about what I was going to say this week about my biggest joy, and I identified what that was. And then I watched the video of our guest that you're going to hear in a few minutes, and it was almost the same. So crazy. I knew it had to be the Lord, so I decided I wasn't going to change what I was going to say. I'm going to say it anyway because it just aligns so well. So my biggest joy this week was really riding to work with my husband, and we've for the past few months have been working together in the same company, and it's super fun. Except we don't actually see each other ever. We've only seen each other a couple times. The only time we really see each other is whenever we commute. And we have started to do that. And at first we were like, we're not really sure about this. We don't think we're that kind of couple, but we are. So, go figure. We like to commute together. It's really nice to not be able to not always have to be the one driving. And so he usually drives in the mornings, I drive on the way home. That's been one of my favorite joys this week. Another joy was getting to celebrate with our company. We've been around for 90 years now and had a big celebration and got to meet some of the customers that have really been with us for a huge portion of that time. And it was super special to get to meet somebody face to face who has such a deep story that is intertwined with ours. And so it just brought a lot of value to what I do every day. But now I would like to introduce my guest for today, and this is Shai McPherson. I know Shai through my friend Sarah, whom you heard from last week, and Shai and I have grown pretty close over the past few years, and Shai also has experienced a lot of loss, and she has lost both of her parents and her only sibling. She has so much faith and is so strong, and I don't get to see her that often, but when I do, I continue to be blown away by her.
My most joyful moment this week, when Hilarie asked me to do this a couple weeks ago, I told her sure. What I didn't realize is the week I was going to do this, the week was just going to be kind of, I guess, boring. Just not a lot going on other than just a lot of adult stuff like root canals, preparing for taxes, just stuff that is just not so joyful, I guess. So I had to dig a little bit deeper than the surface, and I was riding home yesterday with my husband Matt, and he said something, and I can't remember exactly what it was now, but it made me laugh, and it made me really laugh, and I was like, wow, this makes me happy, like just brighten my day. I guess it was about 2 years ago we got to start working together as a couple. And so we ride home together, we go to work in the morning together, we usually go work out at lunch together. There's days that we spend 24 hours a day together. It's great. And don't get me wrong, there's days that it's not so rosy. We get to see, sides of each other that we probably don't care for, especially when it comes to work. But what amazes me, I guess, is because now we're kind of on the same path. We're working towards the same goals. We're in the same lane together, kind of going along, and we kind of understand and appreciate what each other bring to the table. I remember, I guess, a couple of years ago, actually it was probably longer than that, was when we kind of, like, for, I guess, just probably 2 or 3 years into our marriage, we used to just talk about, like, oh man, it would be so great if we got to work together one day and own our own business. And, at the time, I just thought that will never happen. I'm a little bit of a realist, but it did, and it really brings me so much joy.
Thank you so much, Shai, for being a part of this. I can't believe that our stories aligned so well. Again, that was really not planned, but I had to say it anyway because it's just true. It's so cool. I know adulting can be boring because my week was, maybe not terribly entertaining as well. It can also be really hard, and so that's what we do. We're adults, and at the same time we go through really hard things, and we find joy within that process. And I would love to hear from the rest of you guys. Send me your thoughts, or I will recruit you myself. Don't forget, guys, you can find joy in the morning.